What's good, you Barons?
On today's episode, we'll pay tribute to the victims of the Pittsburgh tragedy.
Get in the beat to what Drumline is all about.
And check out one of the wildest classrooms here at BCC.
I'm Pierre Vasquez.
And I'm Maya Broadwater. And you're watching BCC TV. So, Piero, what's going on in the news this week?
After midterm elections took place on Tuesday, Democrats regained the House while Republicans continue to have the majority in the Senate. Larry Hogan was also re-elected as governor of Maryland.
Producer Chris Meledandri, who is also the founder of Illumination Entertainment, revealed that he would be rebooting the Shrek and Puss in Boots franchises. Meledandri reiterates that the voicing from actors Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and Antonio Banderas are an integral part of what made the original film special, and that it won't be changed for the future films.
In BCC news, CHIPS has started their November contest. This month's theme is gratitude, and the deadline for submissions is November 30th.
86 BCC students earned the Maryland Seal of Biliteracy. The seal is an award that recognizes a student's high level of proficiency in speaking, reading, and writing in more than one language. Congratulations to those Barons.
Congratulations to the BCC academic team, who picked up 2 more wins last week, defeating teams from Einstein and Paint Branch. The Barons academic team has a record now of 5-1, and is tied for second for the Academic Beltway League. Keep up the good work.
I would like to give a huge congratulations to every single Baron. We finally made it to the end of first quarter. Make sure to keep working hard second quarter and end the semester strong.
Next week is National Recycling Week, and the leadership class has put together a video to give you a heads up.
Hey Barons, my name's Eve.
And I'm Anais.
We are both students in the leadership class who want to raise more awareness for environmental issues at BCC. So Anais and I have planned next week to bring National Recycling Week to BCC.
We are creating new and exciting initiatives to help give back to our lovely planet Earth. Next week, be on the lookout for new recycling bins around the second floor entrance and the staff entrance near Chelton. There will be clear signage for all receptacles to let you all know which bin your waste belongs in.
Art students, in your room, there will be a bin for all dried out Crayola markers. Please place them in these bins instead of throwing them away so they can get recycled and reused by Crayola.
Keep your eyes peeled and your ears open for more initiatives to be announced next week. Make sure to look up in the main atrium on Monday. There might be a little surprise waiting for you. We hope that you all try your best to go green.
Hope to see you all recycling next week.
Back to you, Maya and Piero.
Thanks for that, Anais and Eve.
Last week, we spoke about the tragedy that occurred at the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting, so we decided to talk to the affected members of the BCC community about how they felt on the matter.
Hold a perimeter, we're under fire. We're under fire. He's got an automatic weapon, he's firing out of the front of the synagogue.
We learned that around 9:55 this morning, Robert Bowers walked into the synagogue and he opened fire on all of those who were worshiping at the time. Now, within minutes, he had killed 11
Authorities
people.
just revealed the names of the 11 victims, ranging in age from 97 to 54.
You hear names and you hear faces, and a bit of us all died today.
This is the most horrific crime scene I've seen in 22 years with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Members of the Tree of Life Synagogue, conducting a peaceful service in their place of worship, were brutally murdered by a gunman targeting them simply because of their faith.
At around 11 o'clock in the morning, I came downstairs from my bedroom and saw that the TV was on. At first, I was a little curious because the TV is never on in the morning, but when I turned to look at it, I saw the headline: 11 Jews shot at Squirrel Hill Synagogue.
I was horrified, and like everyone else in the Jewish community, I was shocked.
I was always the one who thought to myself, that could never happen. But it did happen.
You see people get murdered, and you can't avoid it anymore.
A synagogue is a holy place for all Jews, and it's shameful that people feel that they can come and invade on it.
I still cannot believe that happened in my safe space in a synagogue, where I feel the most comfortable, the most myself.
That's not what the synagogue was meant for. It was meant to be like a free open space for people to come and go, but it's now kind of the opposite.
We all know someone or know someone who knows someone who went to the synagogue or might have had a loved one who was lost in this event.
I know people who live in Pittsburgh. I texted them immediately. It could have been them.
One of my best friends' grandpa's was there while that was all happening, and he survived the Holocaust, was there during that shooting, and then made it out. I realize that when something like this happens in any other community, I don't speak up I don't speak out for them. So why should I expect others to speak out for me? I hope that now that I've been through something like this, and I felt it, and I've felt in the pit of my stomach that that's not what should be happening, that I'll be able to speak out for others when their community gets attacked.
People just need to reach out to communities they don't belong to. All communities, minorities of all types, need support from people who aren't in there, because that's how we move forward, that's how we create change.
The Jewish Culture Club at BCC is working with the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society to bring awareness to the marginalized Jewish people. Number one, we're having a discussion today in F212 during lunch to discuss the events that have transpired this past weekend. Number two, we're hosting a bake sale to raise money for the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society, who in turn are donating to the families of the Pittsburgh shooting. And number three, you yourself can volunteer at the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society in their facilities in Silver Spring.
The Jewish community doesn't let hateful people and hateful acts stop us from being Jewish, because that's part of who we are, and we're not going to change because people don't understand and people don't accept.
Thank you to all those who spoke about how this tragedy affected them. Please make sure to keep the victims' families and friends in your thoughts, as well as the Jewish community.
On a lighter note, let's pass it over to Jeremiah to see how well our Barons are doing during this action-packed playoffs week.
Hey Barons, we had a short but exciting week of sports as we transition into our winter season. Cross country has another meet this weekend, so make sure to wish your Baron luck in states. This Saturday at Hereford High School. The girls are on at 10:30 and the boys at 11:30. Come out to support. Girls volleyball had an exciting game Wednesday night, dogging Whitman with an electric crowd showing out and cheering them on. Elizabeth Sharkey had 3 settler attacks with a kill percentage of 100%. Game point went to Kira Feinauer, who tipped the ball for the dub. Also shout out to Milena Gallick for her great hitting and a really solid game. Make sure to come out to state semifinals against Northwest at home this Friday. Also non-sports related, but come out to BCC's production of A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. This next Friday the 16th and Saturday the 17th. It's going to be great.
The show is about a slave who wants to be free, and it's about his journey to becoming free, and along he makes different friends and different enemies.
It's motifs of freedom and just being yourself against what you're being told. They're timeless. They can apply yesterday or 20 years from now.
It's written by Stephen Sondheim, and he's like a musical god. It's a lot of comedic stuff. It's really funny music.
So the costumes for this show are actually going to be a lot. We basically made everything, so it's going to be really authentic and togalicious.
And historically accurate and beautiful.
It's pretty cool. We have 3 two-story buildings and a balcony. It's pretty fun. It's going to be very colorful. Come see the show.
Well, that's all for this week, Barons. Back to you, Maya and Piero.
Thanks for that, Jeremiah.
Maya, if I had to tell you my biggest regret in high school, I would say it's not joining the music program.
Yeah, Piero, you're really missing out. Chamber chorus is the move.
Nah. I wouldn't want to join choir. Drumline is where it's at.
Ooh, I don't know, Piero. I've heard that there's been some beef going around there.
Wait, what? Really?
Check it out.
Just abandoned us like animals. He treats us like we're animals. So I had to start a new drum line. We're Wolfpack. We're stronger than he thinks. We're better than BCC Drumline. This is why I should be captain. This is why I should be captain. Hey! This is why I should be captain.
No, this is not how that works.
All right, listen up! Okay, now Solomon, 1 minute.
I mean, I like Drumline when it was a club, you know? We get to do what we want, play drums, have fun, make new music. But now in the class, man, we just be doing that stuff. fun, you know? We don't even do that much drumline.
Stop playing. Stop.
I don't think everybody hates me. I think they don't like that I'm better than them.
Seamus is so annoying.
He just looks so stupid.
Somebody's playing wrong note. Oh, that is Charlie, what are you doing?
I came in as a sophomore last year and jumped a bunch of juniors and seniors in terms of ranking, and
Stop talking. Go get your instrument.
Oh, thanks, sir.
oh, Joe.
Seamus, if you play that song again so loud, I swear to you, I will. I can't with this class.
Yeah, okay, can't lie. That class still looks really fun.
Hey, but that class really just lacks one fundamental thing.
What's that?
A tough classroom.
Yes, my good man Piero, I agree. A nice classroom is the key to academic success.
Let's check out one of the best classrooms here at BCC.
What's up? I'm Shamor She Shimmons, and I'm the host of BCC Cribs. Today, we're going to check out the house of Shim Shardakian.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and welcome to my crib. Oh yeah.
So Shim, show us around.
Well, here are my couches. I'm very proud of them. No, don't sit, please.
So these
So were you asking about the succulents earlier? Let me just clarify. Every year on my anniversary, Shanye, my boyfriend, buys me a succulent and gives it to me. I got these stamps for my children. Every time they do something good, I just, right on the forehead.
So Shim, can I lean on this?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. This is a very family-friendly home.
And can I sit?
No, not on that one.
So, after a long, stressful day, I was wondering, how do you decompose?
Oh, well, so I like to use the high tables, in particular for my gaming hobby. So I just sit and I game.
Thanks for having us, Shim.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm Shamora She Shimmons, and this has been an episode of BCC Cribs. Tune in next week.
Whoa, I guess I'm going to go to my counselor now and tell him whose class I want to be in for next semester.
Yeah, same. Well, that's all for this week, Barons.
Check back in next Friday for more news, updates, and humor.
Keep those standards high, VCC.
And keep the 89.4% low.
I'm Maya Broadwater.
And I'm Pierre Vasquez.
And we're signing off.
Bloopers!
Oh,